kind of weird lately. I had a whole bunch of views on this Corsair keyboard switch video I made. I just kind of made it just so everyone out there could see what the different switches sound like. So I thought I'd, go on and actually do like a somewhat of a miniature review of this Corsair K95 that I bought probably about 6 or 7 years ago now. It's got the red switches in it. It's been super solid. I mean, the keyboard's super solid build quality. I mean, it's very understated the way it looks, like all Corsair keyboards. Great feel of the volume roller here. One thing that's just totally horrible with this generation of keyboard, again, it's a Corsair K95 Cherry MX red switches, is I've got about 9 LEDs that no longer work. My 2 here, my backspace, F key here, the Z key, this Alt key down here, period over here, this plus key, and the 4 key. I mean, it's pretty bad. They started going out after about, I don't know, probably about a year after I bought it. I mean, other than that, it's been totally fine. Would I buy this keyboard again? No. Why? Because I've found out now that I'm not really the biggest fan of the red switches. They're kind of dull feeling a little bit, I guess you could say. I've since become a fan of the blues that get the click, but depending on where you are, if you work in an office, if you got people close to you, most people aren't going to have mechanical keyboards in an office setting. It's going to get pretty annoying for them, needless to say. So, but for my own personal use, here in my own little tech cave, it's fine. So yeah, I think I paid about $160, $170 Canadian for this guy at the time. It's okay. It's got the macro keys. I thought I was going to use them for stuff, but I ended up never using them ever. It's kind of a waste, and all it does is just take up more space. Plus, I find that the way I use a keyboard is my baby finger's always kind of finding the edge of the keyboard here, and that's where I know where I am, right? But with this guy, it's kind of like the macro keys over there doesn't really work the greatest. So probably going to give this keyboard to someone else and move on to something different. Maybe a Corsair. The new K100 RGB looks kind of interesting, but we'll see. So yeah, great build quality, but longevity on the LEDs, not so good. Anyways.